The man swung the hammer wildly against his own floor, each strike fueled with pure rage. He pried open the cement and opened a box that had been sealed for years. Inside, weapons and gold coins were neatly arranged. Yes, he had once been a top-tier assassin. After taking hundreds of lives on his conscience, he had chosen to retire. But now, he was returning to the underworld, and the reason was a dog. That day, John went to fill up his beloved car as usual. A thug blocked him, trying to buy his car at a low price. John flatly refused and walked away, but the arrogant thug couldn't let it go. That night, a dog's bark woke John from sleep. Following the sound downstairs, he was suddenly struck by a hidden stick. Not only that, they also killed the dog that John's wife had left for him. Lost in their own sense of joy, they had no idea what kind of man they had just provoked. They drove John's car to a vehicle modification shop run by the father's underling, intending to show off. But the shop owner recognized the car instantly. His expression grew tense. He asked if they had killed the car's owner. The thugs, still full of pride, said no. They had only killed his dog. Hearing this, the owner immediately punched one of them. Even though the thug's father was a mafia boss, it was clear the owner knew that this time even his father might not be able to save him. When the mafia boss called to question why his son had been hit, the owner simply said it was because they stole John's car and killed his dog. Upon hearing this, the mafia boss hung up the phone and went downstairs, restless. When his son returned home, he immediately slapped him. The son protested, saying it was just an ordinary person. The mafia boss said, "The ordinary person you provoked is called John Wick."
I once saw him kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil. Fucking
The mafia boss knew John would come for his son, so he decided to strike first. 12 assassins crept into John's house under the cover of night, unaware that they were stepping into the domain of death. In a single volley of bullets, half of the assassins were killed. The rest could not escape the same fate. Not a single bullet was fired from the assassins' guns before they all met God. At that moment, police sirens sounded outside. John calmly opened the door, and the officers turned to see the corpses inside.
You, working again?
No, just sorting some stuff out.
I'll leave you be then. Good night, John.
Good night, Jimmy.
Afterward, John called a professional cleanup team to handle the bodies. Once the scene was cleared, it was time for retaliation. The mafia boss immediately issued a $2 million bounty and located John's former partner, Mark, a top-level sniper. Seeing the generous reward, Mark seemed tempted. John, knowing his home was no longer safe, headed to the assassin's hotel.